What's good? What's good? So, yesterday we did Cook Chronicles and we had planned on making a video, but we cooked late, we ate late, and we just fell asleep after. So here's the video. So y'all asked for this, so we're giving it to you. It's a video of our first week in China. So we'll just start from the top. We left Wednesday, the 25th. Wednesday the 25th of November. And
no, left Monday the 25th and got here Wednesday.
Yeah, you're right. We left Monday the 25th and we got here Wednesday. So our travel experience was raw, just tough. Like for us especially, we left Monday at 6 p.m. and we didn't get here till Wednesday. But it was just a long travel. We went from Dallas to San Francisco to Canada, Canada to here. So obviously you can always take a direct flight, but
it was cheaper.
Ours was cheaper, yeah. So we just jumped on that. So it wasn't it wasn't bad, but it was just like layovers and then the 12-hour flight to actually get to China. It was tough.
Long.
It was long for sure. So the travel and then boy, let me tell you this. We got to Shanghai Airport, which is a beautiful airport. We get there, we went through customs and all that stuff. And then we got a driver. We felt official though. Hey, we pulled up to Shanghai Airport and we had a dude waiting with our names on it was a piece of paper, like he wrote it down before we got there, but I ain't even tripping. He was smiling. I was like, okay, China, we see you, big bro. It's nice. And so he couldn't speak any English, but that was cool. We kind of prepared for that before. And then we hopped in a car, and from Shanghai to Zhangjiagang, the city we live in, is a 3-hour drive. But we landed at 4 p.m. in China, and so
after customs, it was almost like
it was about 5. It was about 5 when we left. So we was in the heat of traffic. Like imagine Dallas traffic on steroids, bro. Like everybody was just lit, honking, getting over everything.
Nobody uses signal lights.
Oh, signal lights is non-existent.
Everybody honks.
They honk to tell you I'm getting over. They honk to tell you
I'm passing.
They honk to tell you that hey, you kind of in my lane a little bit. So like it's like full communication through these honks. So like in the middle of the night, we're so it's not like people getting cut off like constantly. Like in Dallas, you get cut off, you probably getting chased down in a mean mug at the least. Here, people getting cut off and they don't even flinch. Like it's no trip at all. So it's like real loving. Like they just like, yeah, you can cut me off. I ain't tripping. You know. I think it's funny. So yeah, we got here and then we just crashed out, of course. Once we got here, and then what else we got on the list?
The city that we live in is a tier 1 city, which means it's like a model city. So it's really, really nice. Everybody drives.
Bruh.
Really nice cars. Lexuses, Cadillacs, BMW, Porsches, Audis.
I mean, you think of a fancy car, we most likely have seen like 5 or 10 of them. Like, no cap, for real.
Yeah, the city we live in is really nice. A lot of the women dress really fancy for no reason. It's great.
Yeah. Another thing that we learned is that like they get trademarked.
There's no trade. Like,
there's no like copyright infringement or anything like that. Like I could take the polo symbol here and put it on a cup of coffee and then name the coffee shop Polo Coffee or Ralph Lauren Coffee, and it's no trip. Like there's no problem at all. So you'll see a lot of like upside down Nike symbols or like Supreme teas. Like we pass by Supreme tea every day before we go to work. I'm like, Supreme tea, interesting. So like the cups are like Supreme cups, and so you're just thinking like, wow, that's actually kind of clean.
There's KFCs everywhere.
Bruh,
People love KFC. McDonald's. People love McDonald's. Burger King.
Burger King.
But they're very different here. They're kind of
Yeah. Like for sure they are. You could say they're different. I was wondering like KFC, how y'all still alive in the States? But we came here and like that boy's packed full. They open till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
So I'm like, man, KFC they still breathing because China.
Yeah.
But no, for sure the city we live in is actually pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like really fancy. We see just about everything. The dudes they dress fly.
Mm-hmm.
The women they dress fly. And so it's just like, dang, we gotta step our game up. Cause you know your boy. If you know me, I'm rocking sweats pretty much all the time. And so I probably gotta put on some joggers now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bruh. So I don't really trip too much about like, cause look at me, black man. Look at her, Latino woman. And there is a lot of staring. So we'll just add this. It's kind of a pro and a con list. We can add it right in the middle. So like obviously there's a lot of staring because people are like some people haven't seen a foreigner, we'll say foreigner, in person. And like that's kind of just straight like that. So there's a whole lot of staring. Like in the streets it's not that bad because like we're crossing paths, but when we go to like the grocery store or like a market or a restaurant or anything like that.
We're waiting for a cab.
Oh, waiting for a cab. Like people are just staring and like sometimes you'll get some like brave people that'll come up and be like, oh man, look at this.
They'll take secret pictures of you like
oh,
this.
facts. Big facts. And like we've only been here for a week, so for us to put this pretty high on the list of like something we've noticed is pretty deep. Like people just stare constantly. Little kids, older people, middle-aged people, like teenagers. I guess because social media, they don't stare as much. But for the most part, people are staring heavy, like just big staring. And so like to lighten the mood, because at first it was really bothersome. You know what I mean? Like the first day we got here, like a girl at our restaurant was like recording us, and I'm like, bruh, you gonna record me eat the whole time? Like this is wild. And like it can be really bothersome, especially if you like don't like all that attention. But I just be like smiling at people, like over dramatic smiling, like, ooh, you think I'm pretty? Like, or I'll be like, ni hao, and then most of the time, ni hao's hello. Most of the time, people will just like break the stare if I stare back at them the same way that they're staring at me. Like they'll break. But like older people, they be real cool. I ain't even sweating on the older people. Like if an old person stared at me, I'll be like, ni hao, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, and then they'll start laughing. So it's like, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like some people, I'm like, bet, I understand, I'm fine, I understand, we look beautiful together, I understand. But like in the States, we got like a 3 to 5 second stare limit. I wouldn't even say 5. We'll say 2 to 3 second staring limit in the States. But here, that boy go up to about 15 seconds, 20 seconds staring.
Mm-hmm.
The people are nice though. Like we not even knocking them. Like people are dope. I have no problem with a 9.8 out of 10 people are cool. Like I don't have no, like we'll stare at them, they'll smile, it's cool. But like, you know, you'll get some people staring and then look at their friends, and then say some stuff, and then we like, bro, we know you talking stuff. It'd be cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Food. Talked about this last night, but the portion sizes are smaller. So your boy is ordering like 5 meals.
No, he's not.
I'm ordering more food though, and like some places you'll get a normal portion size, some places you'll get an abnormally small portion size, and so it's just based off of, you know, where do you know to go to eat. So tonight we going to this place called Baghdad's. Hey,
Yeah, that's good.
that's my place, boy. That place, hey, they touch my soul. I wish I knew Chinese just so that I could tell them I love y'all food. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's good. And then we moved in, but while we were moving in, we got lost. So the first day, our apartment complex spans 2 streets.
Mm.
And there's like a main road in the middle, and it's pretty big. There's 1 million people who live in the city. It's huge. And so the cab driver dropped us off on the wrong side.
Boy.
And we had all of our luggage, except for one. And we just walked around the streets. We didn't have no cell service. No one knew that we were lost. But then Brandon came through and found us. We were lost for how long?
Probably like 30 to 45 minutes, which isn't like super bad.
We had no idea where we were. We were trying to translate. Our translator wasn't working. Nobody understood us.
It was definitely a long 30 minutes for sure.
Yeah.
So like she said, there's a big, thick, like wide street in the middle, and it's split 2 complexes. And like we got dropped off on this side, but our apartment is on this side. This is our first day.
But we weren't familiar with the complex. We'd only been here once.
Exactly.
Like 3 days prior.
Exactly. And so we were just like trying to cause we had the address, but it was in Chinese, so we didn't know what it said. But so we're like walking up to people and we're like, hey, where is this? And like people would point, and the lady did point us to the other side of the street. And so we walked. It was probably half a mile down to the stoplight, because there's like barricades in the middle of the road, to the stop sign, and then back down the other side.
It was long.
It was a long walk, bruh. Like, and we had all our suitcases, and one of them didn't roll. It was a carry. And then Samantha had her like purse bag, whatever, I don't know what it's called, and that was heavy. And so we just like, I'm stopping every 45 seconds, like, bro, my wrist.
And everybody drives a motor scooter here, so everybody's going around us,
Yeah,
trying to dodge them on the road. It was hard.
It was tragic. Like, I'm like, bro, if you want to find out how mentally tough you are, hold on to something. Like literally, like just grip something. And we just gonna see how mentally tough you like.
A heavy something.
But like a heavy something, not like no, teddy bear or something. Like hold on to like a suitcase full of clothes for as long as you can. That's how you find out how mentally strong you are. Forget all the other stuff. Hold on to a suitcase.
But we moved in.
We did.
We love our apartment.
We do.
Once we have everything in it, we'll give you a tour.
Facts. Maybe later on we'll give y'all apartment tour. But right now, baby say it's not good enough, so I'm sorry we can't show y'all. So we do have a few more items on the furniture items that we need to get, and then it will be secured.
Like, this is what I mean. We don't have a dining room table. They
Facts.
didn't give us one. And we don't have chairs, right? So we asked the landlord, we're like, can we get it? Because the apartments come furnished, okay? So they bring us what are they called? The dining room table, what's that called?
Oh, it's a TV tray.
It's like a big TV tray. It's just big.
And
then they didn't have no chairs.
Bro, look what they gave us, bro.
Look what they gave us.
Boy, do I look like a kindergarten? Oh, my bad, mama. Do I look like a kindergartner to you? What I'm supposed to do with this? Hey, and then we messaged the landlord, and the landlord was like, I said, what is this?
It holds 200 pounds.
He's like, it can bear 200 pounds. I said, boy, I'm 230. What am I supposed to do with that? Bro, I'm done with them. I was like, bro, this ain't good. We can't do nothing with this.
So because the apartments come furnished, matching things aren't necessarily important. Which, I guess they're not, but it is to me. So
in the States, everything comes like matching. Like, that's why stuff isn't furnished that often in the States, because they want you to make it your own. But here they like, nah, bro, you get this couch, these chairs, that TV stand, you get in that cover, those curtains, and you just gotta do what to do with it. And we just like, bro, no, that's not okay.
So we have purple curtains, one gray curtain. In one room we got beige curtains. There's a lot going on.
With these brown chairs, and we just like...
It's clean though.
It is clean.
It's clean.
To our standards, clean.
Yeah.
We like it.
I'm appreciative.
Facts. And so
So once we get all that, we'll give you an apartment tour. Maybe.
Facts. This is true. So,
That was all.
that was it.
Mhm.
Yes, bruh. That's it.
So
So
we're
yeah,
making it.
we is making it, and we living good.
Mhm.
We're actually very happy about where we are, and grateful for sure for the position that we're in. And this place is slowly becoming home, slowly but surely. Um, yeah, that's it. And later on, we'll give y'all more stuff next week. And just tune in. Thanks for watching. If you watched, if you did it, remember you asked for this.
Mhm.